Good evening, everyone. My name is Someshwar. I welcome all of you on behalf of Art of Living Organization to Yog Vaashishtha evening session. नमस्ते, मैं सोमेश्वर आप सभी का आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग संस्था की तरफ से योग वाशिष्ठ के सायंकाल के सत्र में स्वागत करता हूँ. टुडे वी आर ऑन 154th सेशन. आज हम लोग 154वें सत्र में यहाँ पे पहुंच चुके हैं एंड वी आर गोइंग थ्रू निर्वाण प्रकरण, जो अपना 7वां चैप्टर है. निर्वाण प्रकरण में हम लोग गुजर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे प्रभु रामचंद्र जी पे प्रश्न पूछते रहते हैं. He keeps asking questions and today also he asked couple of questions, very beautiful questions related to how does this dvandva, that duality that comes into picture, how does one can take over, how can one can go ahead and resolve the conflict in our life. And he also explains the how does different types of siddhas, how are their life, how do they live life, how does one siddha live their life. So we'll look into those two aspects today. I welcome all our Zoom participants, all our Facebook viewers, and all our YouTube viewers to today's session. We'll begin our session by chanting Om 3 times. Let's all sit comfortably, आराम से बैठे, and let us make your spine erect. Let us bring our attention to our breath. Breathe in and let go. Take one more deep breath and exhale completely. Breathe in for the Omkar chanting. Let us invoke the divinity within. गुरु का आह्वान कर ले. आवाहनम आवाहनम पुनः पुनः सच्चिदानंद रूपोऽहम् शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहम्. Let us express our gratitude towards the Master. Guru Vandana kar le. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guragure Namaha. Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Let us pray to the Master. Whatever the words come out of our mouth, whatever the actions that are happening, whatever the thoughts over onto our mind, and the power of discrimination rise in our intellect. The impressions that might be getting created in our memory, and if still there is an iota of that I, me, let all that be inspired by the Master alone. Pray like this. Bondage is of the nature of Chitta. It is the mind which experiences the bondage. What you are is already free. Feeling this as your own experience, then let this remaining life live like a Jivan Mukta, liberated soul. And let all that be inspired by the Master alone. Pray like this. Feeling the presence of the Master within and outside. Slowly and gradually, the gentle smile on your face, you may open your eyes. धीरे धीरे अपनी प्यारी सी आंखें खोल सकते हैं. Jai Gurudev, let's continue with today's session. Yesterday we saw Prabhu Ramchandraji asked this question, that why it is so important for us to study the scriptures, all the Shastras. Vaashishtha Muni answered that why it is important to study is because these three things, the Shastras, the Guru Upadeshas, and your own sadhana, seva, satsang, your own self-effort, put together, combined, will lead you to experience of that what you are. Nobody else can experience it on your behalf, but they all can contribute to creating that environment, creating that experience for you, so that you are able to experience yourself. That environment for you, the way the farmer goes and sow the seed and then do all the efforts to cultivate it, cultivate the land, put the water, make the land prepared so that the sprouts are able to sprout in that land. Like that, Guru, the Shastras, those Upadeshas, your own Purushartha, your own self-effort prepares you to, so that what you are is experienced by yourself. That is why all these Shastras, all the scriptures and its study is important. Self-study is important. Vachana, Shravana, Manana, Chintana, Nididhyasa, all these are very important factors of your creating that environment. So it is important. Here Vaashishtha continues to say that Rama asked that what is it, that duality that exists? What is it, that dvandva that exists when the conflict arises in our life? What is it that one is supposed to do? How do we deal with such conflict in our life? Vaashishtha Muni explains that just like, hey Rama, just like there is a sun and there is a ocean. So jab movement sun appears, the reflection of that automatically appears inside the ocean also. They don't have to do any sankalpa about it. They don't have to do any ichcha about it. It is something which is very natural phenomenon, which happens when the sun comes, its reflection will appear into the sun. They do not have to put any separate effort for that thing to happen. Exactly in a similar fashion, when the mumukshu, the one who is walking on this path, and the Shastra, when that thing comes together, no, automatically that buddhi, that intellect will calm down, and it will become so clear, that viveka, that pragya, that will dawn in you. And then that point of time, this chaitanya will become your own experience. And what happens when it becomes your own experience? You will experience that Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, something which is eternal in truth, eternal truth. Shivam, the one which is that Swarupa of Shiva, and the one which is beautiful, Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. You'll experience that Anantadi, Adi Anadi, Anant, the something which is that infinite nature of your own self is will become very obvious to you. It will just reflect, that light will just emit out of you. You will become the source of light. Like that, when the sun and ocean, they just come together, even though they appear different, no? And even though there is so much of distance in between them, yet according to the Shastra, according to the Viveka, into this Deha, into this Uparati, this Advitiya Atma, that knowledge is there Swabhavagat. That Chaitanya is there as natural to you. It's not something that you need to go and create Chaitanya. It's not something is that you need to go and see it somewhere else. It will come and on in you. No. With your existence, that Chaitanya is there. It's there in this entire universe, that Chaitanya is already present. So like that, what happens then? Why do we need to do all these things? What happens because of this? No? So Vaashishtha Muni says, just like if there is a small kid, and if it takes to a clay in his hand, and then inside the water he start rubbing it, what will happen? After some time, the entire clay will fade away, and then it will the hands also will become very clean. It is exactly the same thing. It's not that something is newly created, it just become clean. So the moment you continue to walk on this path of studying the scriptures, being the master, doing your practices, that cleansing is happening. And one day you will become just like the clean hands of that kid. You will become swachha, you will become that pure. And that point of time, when the ignorance is all eliminated out of the system, the knowledgeable one, that one, by doing all the different siddhantas, listening to that, doing the manan, thinking about it, contemplating on it, it's the same thing that is happening. It's that ignorance which is just rubbed against each other to make that ignorance zero, and then you become the Atma Vichara, that self-knowledge just dawns within. You achieve that Paramashuddhi, that pure things, and that is why listening to all this Vedopashada, this Mahavakta, listening to their Siddhantas, that Atmagyan, that is what you will receive in your life, Rama. So because of this, because of the reading of the scriptures, that rasa, that nectar that will be present in that is even better than the sugar kunjes. It's even more sweeter than that. And that you will get it as your own experience. Swanubhava, it will become your own experience. So in such a state, if the even the Anubhava Siddha is not there, and then there are few people in this world, you'll always find such people in this world who does not understand this. Their vrittis, their thinking is just like that manduka. There is a manduka, there is a manduka. So it is like just that frog which is there in the well, and there is no light, and then it sees that this is the world. He said, there is no light in the world. Look, I'm here, and there is no light in the world. There is no light. There is just only darkness is there in the. He never seen the light. So he doesn't know what light is. No, like that, whatever is there you will find such people in your life. When they will say, they will have the doubt from this knowledge. They will always go and ask for the proof. Prove it to me. Show it to me. If something which is not directly visible as to you, then does that mean that it doesn't exist? Does it mean that that knowledge doesn't exist? Is that you are able to see everything with your eyes? Does your eyes even have a capability to see everything? It's very limited vision. You can't even see the road which is there. No, for that you have to go high up to see the entire road. Otherwise, what you'll see, and even that visibility also will be taken away. That fog or that smoke will come in front of you. Even that also you do not have, and you say that you want to see everything. What is not visible to me, I don't believe it. Are you not? Are you fool to say like this? How can one say that, okay, something which is not, doesn't have any very obvious proof? I don't believe it. This Srishti, this Brahmanda is full of many things which we do not even comprehend, which we do not even imagine, which we do not even see. They exist. N number of such examples are there, such things are there, but these people, that because of that Viveka, there is no ability to discriminate, there is no ability to contemplate, Tarkashan, there is no logic. Like that, people will not believe. So such people will say something, and the one who has that astika, that one who has shraddha, it will hurt them. So whatever they say, that they will use such words like that. It's just the vritti of that mandukaruti, that frog that is there in the well. Like that Rama, they are always stuck into this just drishya, the outer world. They are just stuck into that only, and they are just like their avastha is just like their situation is just like an animal. That animal which does not have that free will to do what they want to do, they are stuck. They will just keep on doing the same routine, always do not have that free will. Like that, these people are there, they are stuck into that thing only. Because of that only, this is exist. So whatever these upayas are there, whatever is there, that will help you in doing what? It will probably explain you, or vivechan, or explain you something related to the dharma. We have seen the purushartha is a combination of your dharma, artha, and kam. That's all. It will limit yourself into these three only, but not the moksha. They will lack that they will probably achieve the siddhis, but they will lack this moksha vidya. And if that is not there, then all the vidwan, all the enlightened masters, that thing, something which is there very common as a common understanding, which is there, that thing is also a part of just avidya only. If this main thing, atmajnana, that about self-realization, that enlightened soul, that is missing, then what else is being carried in just at this three level? It's just a part of avidya only, that dharma, artha, and kam. Something related to that, whatever you keep on doing, it is a part of that avidya, maya, which is keeping you entangled into this. So this jagat also will be experienced similar to that only. But then one who goes beyond this, one who goes deeper into the Shastras, one who go deeper into within themselves, the one who goes beyond it, listen to the master, be in the company of the master, be in the company of the good people around, they are the one, then they really get this. And for that you have to do that prayatna. So prayatna, you will achieve that. Using your purushar, you can achieve that. It's like you have to study this. Then in all these things, something which is even bigger, giving you bigger sukha, bigger happiness than in all the three lokas, Prithvi, Swarga, Brahma Loka, something which is even better than that. That Sarvabhaum, Moksha, that is Anadi, Sukha, that is Guru Mukha, whatever the words that come out from the master, that Shastra, the Bodha, and that Sat Samagam, that Shama, Dima, Shama and Dima, all these sampattis, that wealths, that when you achieve them in your life, and you follow the Yama Niyamas, all these things along with that, then Rama, one really goes into this state of their being. What is it, that state? So he says, Rama, I have told you again and again, this bodhisara, the crux of these things, again and again, I'm telling you, is things that it will become in this. There, I told you in the Sthiti Prakarana, in the Utpatti, the creation of the world, and the existence, non-existence Sthiti Prakarana, I told you how this Jagat Utpatti, this creation of this world, is just Bhranti. After that, I told you about the Upashama, how does one can dissolve this on dissolution? How does one can dissolve this? And this dissolution, I told you, is possible using the Samadarshana, that Sarva Bhavana, Samadarshana, this Upashami happens. So in this Jagata, in this Upashama, that dissolution of this, how does that happen? So in that Upashama Prakarana I have seen, and in this Nirvana Prakarana I have been telling you that how this Upashana can actually lead you to the Nirvana and into the Sukha, that eternal nature, that eternal happiness is nothing but the Nirvana. I'm telling you this in Nirvana Prakarana. And these things, as it comes into the here, then let me tell you one more thing, that this is the one, that equanimity is the one, that samadrishti, that equanimity is really, really worth, and this is what they achieve. Because of that, all their dvandva, all their conflict in their life about what is good, what is bad, what is this, it is like this, I like this, I do not like this. Any sort of this duality, this dvandva is no more there in their life. They live the life of a free, Jivan Mukta, that thing. They have the love towards everybody. They do not discriminate. They cannot say, I love this and I do not love this. No, that love is there for everybody. Because of that samatha, they go and they do all the vyavara, all the day-to-day routine life into their life, just like that equanimous state. No? Whatever is that they do in things, that's something which is better than this, something is lesser better, like that, it is not. So the parakashta, the dvandva, the duality, and the parakashta of that, no, that is nothing but the upasham. No? So this samatha is the, that if we see that there is upasham, we see there is love, and the parakashta, the pinnacle of your love is bhakti. So the pinnacle of your that this dvandva, that upashama, the pinnacle of your upashama is the samatva, is the equanimous state. When established from upashama till upashama is just dissolution of your chitta, but the same chitta being transformed into sattva guna, transformed into equanimity, that chitta. Now there is no duality that exists, that you are established into that advaita, that equanimous state towards everything in your life. Then that is what is worth. In this samachitta, this Mahatman, this like this, the one who has attained this state, even the gods also, they will also pray to such a being. They also would like to be in the vicinity of such a being. So like that he explains here, that achieving this state is really, really important for one's life. Such a buddhiman, such a intelligent, such a wise people, that what they did, they do not have any eneminess, any shatruta with anybody. They do not have any friendliness with it. They are friendly with everybody. There is no enemy of them. So they do have that samadarshi towards everybody. Now they do not run away from something which is anishta. For example, there is a COVID. They do not run away. They will be there. And something sukha comes, they do not get into too much excited about it. Not too much of harsh, neither too much of not khed, neither this, neither that. They are in a equanimous state. So like this, even if in their life, very big problems or very big sankatas that comes into their life, yet they will be calm. In such a state that panicness will not be there. They will be yet to be able to deal with the situation as if it is there, as if it's a routine for them. Even in a worst to worst case scenario, they will remain calm and they'll continue to do so. Like that, considering all these things into the samachitta, there are many such people. There are even all the people will always, you'll find that they will appreciate such people in their life. Such people are worth being with, like that. And Rama, this is not the first time. There are many people who have experienced such a freedom, who have experienced such a equanimous state. And Nashtam, they give some example here. For example, there is this Shibi Raja. There was a king called Shibi, and then there is one bird which comes to his surrender, and to protect that bird, he will offer the. There is this another bird which comes to eat that. So he will say, okay, no problem. You take my flesh, leave. You satisfy your hunger. Such a thing. Then he also gives an example of Angaraj Karna, the one who is very known to be that donor, right? That Angaraj Karna. Then there is Janaka. Janak is also enlightened soul. Then there is a Shalva, like this. There are so many Kshatriya Rajas. No, these are the examples in the past, or even in the other Matanga Samaja. There is this another Samaja called Matanga Samaja. There was this person called Kundu. Oh, what did he actually uh, give one cow, and inside that he took the five um, uh, the, just in the just as a token, he took one cow and he helped one brahmana to bring the five cows out of the mud. And after that, this what the cow he got, that also goes and he do the prayer and puja, and he gives that also as a donation. So see, this is the vritti, that is nothing holding on to it. It is that samadrishti is there, like such people, and then he also become free. So like this in the Kadambhavana, we have seen the story that Rakshasa, that demon, that also did contemplate on this, and he did study of this. He also leave behind his hinsak vritti, that wildness that was removed out of this, and he become pavitra, he become sacred. Like that into the Nandanvana, there is this Karpadana, there is this Raja, that also does not get attracted towards all the apsaras, all the paris. And then again, he does not go to it just because of the Samachitti. So like this, he explained there are the one who be in this form, be it Rishi Munis being, they were given to all those, they will be, such a being will always be, they will be able to worship them, all such being in their life. So that is what is important. So here Rama also continued to ask one more question here, that he says that Bhagwan, such a people who have really attained that divinity, attained that Atma Jnana, attained that self-realization, then and they also have that sama buddhi, that equanimous equanimity towards all the people. How do they live in this world? And why they do not do the karma tyaga? उनको क्या पड़ी हुई है ना? Why they have to do their karma? Why don't they just leave behind everything, and then because they have that econ, how do they live in this world? This is the question asked by Rama. Vashishtha Muni says that Rama, for them, something which is tyajya, something which is rejection, and something which is grahya, that okay, I want it. This discrimination, this buddhi itself has become very feeble. They do not see in this angle towards the world that I want this and I do not want this. They don't do that. Then they also, even if they leave their kriya tyaga, their actions, they drop it. What is the upayog? What is it? How that will help you? For them, even if they continue to do the kriya, what hani it will do, what damage it will do. For them, it doesn't matter even if they do the kriya action or they do not do any action. For them, it's same. Both the sthiti, both the situation is same for them. So in such a situation, if nothing matters to them, why is it not a good idea to do some kriya which will probably help? Do something. It's not going to matter anyway to them. So in such a thing, they will not have any udveg about a thing in this jaga, and there is not something that they will go and I do not want to do this, I reject this. That kind of things also will not be there. Such a Purusha, such a Jnani Purusha, whether they do the karma or they do the karma tyaga, they do not achieve any fruit of that. They're free from that. They're free from the karma phala. They're free from all these things, because there is no iota of that karta bhav is there. There is no iota of that doership is there in them. So whatever they do, they just do it very freely. And it's not even that I have done it. They don't even want to take a credit of that also. Nothing. It's just happening. Just happening with the surrender, with the grace of the master, it's happening. No credit, nothing. It's just happening. So like that, they continue to experience this. They're according to their janma subhava, whatever the prapta karma is there, whatever the prarabdha karma is there that have them, they continue to do that. All this Rama into their Aisha, into their life, they continue to do that. but they do not have anything. Like that, in this sama nirvika, this nirmal buddhi, like that, Asha, they are really free, nirdosha, no doshas, no conflict comes into their life. They are just like, and this such a people in this world, Rama, there are different kind of people, and who and live. How do they live in this world? He says that there are these people without getting into any conflict with any people, they just continue to do their karma. Some of the people, like some of the people who, like you, who are prince, they have got into that anasakta buddhi, and without getting any vikshep, without getting any conflict in their life, they do the rajakarbara. Then there are people like who are Agnihotra, they'll continue to do their Sandhya Vandan, they'll continue to do their Agnihotra, some their own rituals, and they're happy doing that. There are some they will do all these things, rituals of their whatever they want to do. Some people are just go and please the pashu, the animals and the birds, and then they will do give that santushti, they will give that happiness to them by offering the food, maybe whatever that, and then what remains in them is just that nectar, that amrut. They remain like that. Some people are giving more focused on the pujas, they will do the dev pujan. Some people are doing the sarva parityagas, everything, they just stop everything, and like that tatvajna, they will continue to do their actions in life. Like that, some of the sadhaka, punyavan sadhaka, they will go and start wherever they are, they will do it. Some of the sadhakas they will leave their home, they will go and stay into the forest. Some of them will go and stay into the caves. Some of them will go and stay into the mountains. Some of them will go into stay into the ashramas, and then they will do all these things into the Himachal, Vinda, Sahyadri, Parvata, like that. Then because of this samachitta abhyasa, their raga dvesha, their kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsara, those shandripus, they have disappeared in them, and like that either they stay at their place or they go and stay at other place. It doesn't matter to them. Probably it does matter initially when they are not enlightened, but when they become enlightened, when they become Jivan Mukta, they have achieved that samadrishti, that samatva. At that point of time, it doesn't matter where they will continue to emit that light. No, whether sun is there, here or there, it just continue to emit the light. They will become like that. So like that, it doesn't matter to them. So like this, and whatever the kriya that they continue to do, it is according to just their prarabdha, they continue to do that. So here, Vashishtha Muni reminds again one more time to Rama that doing all this thing, doing the sar of this, is really that dispassion, that vairagya. That is what is very important. So for such a people, Rama, whether they are in with people or they are without people, for them it is immaterial, because they have such a dispassion. There is no entanglement towards any vyakti, paristhiti or situation. Nothing. People, kuch nahi. Irrespective of anybody is there in front of them, for them they are into that vairagya, that dispassion. No attachment towards anybody. So like that, they will continue to live in this world. So here Rama asks for such a siddhas, how these siddhas are, how do they live? I really want to know. So this is where Vashishtha Muni tells that there are two types of this siddhas and devas, gods, and the siddha purusha. There are two types of them. So Rama asked that I have this, because I'm getting into this curiosity. He says that Brahman, into this antariksha, into this space, and into this swarga, into this heaven, the siddha, sadhya dev, Yama, Brahmadi Dev, Vidyadhara, Yaksha, Gandharvadi, these people, how do they stay there? I really want to know that. Kind of explain that way. There are different types of people who exist, all these people, but I don't have any experience of seeing them. How do they look like? How do they live? So this is where Vashishtha Muni answers Rama. All this Sarva Siddha, Sadhyadi Deva, Vidyadhara, Yaksha, Kinnara, Apurva Bhuta Mahatma, all these people, they, and how their places of living, where they stay, how is that? Let me tell you that. So he says, in all these things, either in a day or in a night, or near or very far, where do you remember seeing them? Have you tried to see them? So do they appear to it like this? So he says it is not, they do not have these laws of this universe the way thing. These siddhas are there, that if you have that drudha bhavana to see someone, some siddha or some god, they will appear in front of you. But how your devotion should be according to the today's knowledge. Your devotion should be not the time pass wala me, your quality time. If you give, and if you really give that quality time, do that puja, really give that quality time, then all these siddhas, all these deva will appear in front of you. They will be there like that. So he says that these are all the places, and they, where do they stay? These are two types of this. Some of them stay in the bhuloka, some of them stay into the antariksha, and some of them stay in the swarga. So that is bhu, bhuva and swa. These are the three tribhuvanas. Then after that, some of them stays in the mahara, jana, tapa and satya. These are all the four types of sthanas that they exist. And then other than that, the siddhas are there. They stay into this sankalpa nirmit. They create their own. The Vaashishtha Muni went and created his own parnakuti into the space, and he meditated over it. So some of the siddhas will, just with their sankalpa, they will create their own sthana and sanata. They'll place to live, and they are able to go everywhere. There is no limitation. They are freely able to travel into all the lokas. So that is called as the bhavara, bhuva, that is antariksha, the space, and the swarga, heaven, that is something which is known to us. But who is able to see them? Here Vaashishtha Muni says that the one who have done the yoga abhyasa, who have done the ekagrata, that concentration of them, and that is really that abhyasa, that self-study, that thing one who does, to them only these people you can see them. But for you, you have not yet done any such type of abhyasa. So probably you are asking question. If you would have known this, probably this question also wouldn't have arisen in your, because you will be able to see them. But as you have not yet seen, your abhyasa is not yet complete, so you are asking this question even. So into this sankalpaloka, like this, the people like us, they are able to travel in this different loka very freely. No? So these are this sankalpa siddha loka. So some of them are having this sankalpa, they have this sankalpa, and because of their power, these siddhas and devas, they appear like into the form of swapna or into the dream. So this is called as siddha loka. They become famous means like in siddha loka. So like this, into the other loka, that which is created by themselves, like yaksha, kinnara, gandharva, they create their own thing using their own sankalpa rupa, and then they stay over there. Then the one who really contemplate and do this yoga dharana, and then it has this expansion of this, it goes into picture, and these also ati punyavan, the one who has done that, all the austerity in their life, all the things in their life, they are the one who goes into the swarga loka. They stays over there. Into this also can go there. And then for their dharana abhyasa, for these things, they also take the vishanti, they also take a rest in that. Such a prayasa, such a things is really able to make one's mind calm. So in Rama, such a siddha loka and their bhogadi fal, then what are they experience in their life, that varna, that is also what I do is just kalpana matra. That is also just like Upamanyu, that is explained. It is also just in Jagat. Whatever you see in this Jagat is just a Bhranti, just a Maya. So you leave this behind. So why do you want to focus on this? Anyway, even if one does all this yoga abhyasa, one does all these siddhis of anima, garima, and they become God, somebody become Brahmadev, somebody become the Indradev, somebody become Yaksha, Siddha, they will do like this and they will create something. But then why do you want to get into all these things? Despite of all that, there is no guarantee that they will achieve Atma Jnana. Achieving all these positions, achieving all these siddhis is different, and Atma Jnana is different. Your self-realization. Your self-realized people can be just around you. You won't even notice them. They are just there. Some of them don't even show off. For them, they don't have to become God. They don't have to become Siddha. But all this godliness, all these siddhis will be at their feet. Why they have to show off? There is no need to show off. No, such people, such a Jivan Mukta, that Atma Jnana, that self-realization, that thing, that siddhas, you'll find many more, but that not necessary that they have achieved that Atma Jnana. They have achieved that self-realization. And then why does things which we see in our world, some of the things that appears to us and some of the things that don't appear? So Vasishtha Muni explains, it is your Dhrida Nishchaya. If you have that Dhrida Nishchaya, if you have that Ek Tattva Abhyasa, that one pointed focusness on anything, then it will materialize for you. But then if you do something that is what is the quality time, giving quality time to your puja, giving quality time to your sadhana, giving quality time to your meditation. Why so? Because that ekatattva abhyasa, that oneness, that one focus has to come, then that will happen. But if you just take today one sankalpa, tomorrow another sankalpa, and do not give any quality time to anything, and that adruda nishchaya, something which you are not, there is say that ruling mass gathers no mass, no, that rolling stone gathers no mass. Kuch bhi nahi aata aap mein, just rolling from here to there, nothing comes. Having that one Dhrida Nishchaya, it will materialize. That Adhrida Nishchaya, then it will not materialize. It will not happen to you. That Dhrida Nishchaya you do, then it will start doing. Even though imaginary, even though Bhasaman, Mithya, but at least it will appear. But the one which is Adhrida Nishchaya, that will not appear. Because of that, certain things, somebody's wishes doesn't get full. Because of that, commitment is not there. Because of that, Shraddha is not there. Because of that, one pointed focus is not there. But so you don't achieve it. So like this, he explains here. So amazing. I'll take a pause here. I'd like to hand over this session to all of you. You are welcome to express yourself. If you have any question, you are welcome to ask that also. Over to you all. Jai Gurudev. Anybody would like to express themselves? If not, then we'll conclude this session. We'll end this session.
Sorry, it became late. Yeah, Jai Gurudev. I would like to say this, today's session is really very beautiful. The question asked by Rama is, why do we need the scriptures to be read? Right? Am I right? Yeah. So it is just that suppose you buy a smartphone. With that, what you get? You have to operate a smartphone, but what you get with that is the 100 pages manual. So first you have to read that to operate that smartphone, right? Isn't it? But once you operate, you know what it is, how to go, and the features of that. Do you still need the manual? No. So this is the same way, how to go about in all this, how to have that experience of Brahman. We don't know. We don't have a manual for the mind. But these are the manuals which we read. We come to know exactly. Yog Vaashishtha, I think so, it's a manual of the mind also. Everything you come to know exactly what it is. And once you go into the experience, then that manual is not required. But initially, of course, it is required. Am I right, Someshwarji? Yeah.
And that also for the mind, Vasishtha Muni says that for the common man, the Samanya man, ordinary people, this deepest sanskara is there of this Jagat is Satya. So Vasishtha Muni says that not once or twice. This you have to do it, contemplate. Even Gurudev have a quote on the Art of Living website that every 2 to 3 years, one has to read Yoga Vaashishtha one more time. How many times? As long as your last breath continue. You need to go through it again and again. So we need to remind it, because otherwise what happens, once we go back to the world, we got entangled, we get into the actions of routine world. Again, there is a probability of feeling lost there. So it's very important for us to go through it again and again. This Shastra, same thing. Guru Vachana, Shastras. Not that I have done it once, advanced course finished. Now I don't need the advanced course. Do it every 6 months, 3 months. Keep doing it. No? Because that, why it is required? Why to go through it? Because the dirt is coming every single day. झाड़ू रोज क्यों लगाना पड़ेगा? Because the dirt is coming. It's a part of the process that dirt is going to come. So when you live in this world, why do we need to be in this state and we continue to do the swadhyaya? It's just because the dirt is coming. So that is the very reason why Kashivaya did the swadhyaya now. He's there with Gurudev from last 25 years. But today, just 1 or 3 months back, 2-3 months back, Gurudev brought together all the brahmacharis and they did the swadhyaya for 3 weeks. See, it's important because that revival is very important. So we have to do it again and again, again and again. And that is where your scriptures, your shastras, your vachana, shravana, manana, chintana and nididhyasa is very, very important. But how that is? Till you become free. So if you are free, then obviously it won't matter. But if not, you have to continue to do it again and again, again and again, again and again. Yeah?
Absolutely. So the purification is required time and again. Just as we take a bath, mental hygiene, dental hygiene, as Gurudev says, so it is equal to that, right? So every day doing your kriya, sadhana, seva, satsang, all this goes on leading you to that spherical, yeah, growth. That's very nice. Very nice. It is awesome. Lot of learnings with this session also. And there are many more takeaways. If anybody else would like to go ahead, they can just unmute themselves and go ahead. And then I would like to add one more thing over here, being in that equanimous state, equanimity. And then, there is nothing dual in that. The duality ends. The dual-mindedness is only there when that ego sense, that small mind, that individual mind is there. So everything comes with that, If that is just merged into that infinite consciousness, then everything diminishes. Everything, all that veils which are there in front of us are all dropping. So that is also there. And that world appearance, which seems to be real as a dream. Now, what happens is that same thing, it goes into the deep sleep of that bliss, that blissfulness, what you can feel is that. And there is an expansion and that space in that heart, which you can feel all that, everything what is there, that is there. You can feel it in your heart. And that is again by the supreme self-effort, which is there. That is coming through all your realized self-knowledge. And of course, you can see all this as a dream. And then you be in that state of mind. So it's very beautiful. Again, time and again, we are hearing the same thing and the same thing, just as you said, from the time we have joined, it is that thing only we have been hearing, but every time it is taking you on a different level. So that is what that experience is. So it's amazing, Someshwarji. Thank you very much. And yeah, I would like to, over to you, Ramaji, if you would like to have a talk. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. As day passed, I think that Yog Vaashishtha is रत्न का भंडार है, रत्न ज्वेल्स ऑफ रत्न का भंडार है. ऐसे दिन जितने बीतते जाते हैं, मैं जितना सुनती हूँ, मन इतना सेटिस्फाइड हो जाता है कि there is no question to ask. There is no question to ask anything. There is no question. इतना मन भर जाता है इसको सुनने के बाद ना, कि लगता है कि मैं ठीक जगह पे पहुंच गई. सुनने को लिए इतना मन बेताव रहता है, कहीं भी रहती हूँ, इसको सेशन में ज्वाइन करने के लिए लगता है कि मैं तो अभी हैदराबाद में हूँ बेटे का पास, लेकिन मन तो एकदम बेतावल रहता है कि कब इसको खोलूं, कब इसको सुनूं। मन इतना सेटिस्फाइड हो जाता है ना इसको सुनने के बाद कि कोई क्वेश्चन मुझे आता ही नहीं। लगता है कि जो सुन रही हूँ बस सुनते जाओ, इसको बंद ना होना चाहिए। इतनी अच्छी लगती है।
Such an amazing experience shared by Sangeeta ji and Ramaji is here. Amazing, Ramaji, Sangeeta ji. Yes, this is very beautiful journey. And let us. और कोई अपने आप को व्यक्त करना चाहता है? Anybody else wants to express themselves? You are welcome to do so. And it's okay, even if the question comes Rama's के मन में रामा।
मुझे लगता है अगर इस सेशन में मैं ना ज्वाइन करती तो मेरा जीवन अधूरा रह जाती।
गुरु है ना, गुरु अपने जीवन को पूर्ण कर देते हैं। गुरु जीवन में आते हैं, पूर्णता अपने आप आएगी। फिर वो ऐसे माध्यम से आएगा कि निमित्त कुछ तो बन जाएगा, बट गुरु तो सब कुछ है। एवरीथिंग इज देयर। सो अमेजिंग।
तो कहाँ था सोमेश्वर भैया, कहाँ थे हम, कैसे ज्वाइन हो गए, कैसे सुनती रहती हूँ। मुझे व्यक्त करने का कोई भाषा नहीं है। इतनी अच्छी लगती है मुझे, इतनी अच्छी लगती है।
हाँ,
कभी भी मिस करती हूँ ना, मुझे लगता है कि आज सारा दिन बेकार गया मेरा।
सोमेश्वर भैया, संगीता जी, मैं एक बात पूछना चाहती हूँ। कल से ना ऋषि जी का बात सुनने के बाद से बहुत सदमे में हूँ। रोने का तो दिल करता है, रो नहीं पा रही हूँ। टीचर हूँ, नॉलेज पे हूँ, मन को कैसे शांत करूँ?
हाँ, तो 2-3 दिन तक ठीक है, 3 दिन 4 दिन, प्रोबेबली 10 दिन, ये जो लग रहा है ना, वो लॉन्गिंग है, वो प्रेम है उनके प्रति लगता है ना।
हाँ, मैं उनका साथ कोर्स किया, प्रेशर कोर्स किया, और उनका नॉलेज उनको बहुत मिस कर रहा है। जैसे घर का अपना ही कोई चला गया। सबका सामना में रो नहीं पाती हूँ, बहुत अंदर में दर्द हो रहा है। सबको हो रहा है, सभी को हो रहा है, लेकिन थोड़ा ब्लेसिंग दे दीजिए। मन, वो आप बोले ना, मन ड्युअलिटी में, उसी में है। जानती हूँ यही सत्य है, स्वाध्याय पे हूँ, सब कुछ जानती हूँ, तब भी कुछ वैकेंट हो गया, वैक्यूम हो गया।
हाँ, वो ठीक है तापसी जी। यह फीलिंग अपनों के प्रति आना, यह बहुत स्वाभाविक है। और रोने का मन करता है तो रो लेना, कोई बात नहीं, दैट्स ओके। जो भी है उसको होने दो। गुरुदेव ने बोला लेट गो। यदि आंसुओं को लेट गो करना है तो आंसुओं को भी लेट गो कर दो, उनको अपने प्रेम के पाश से मुक्त कर दो। क्योंकि आपका प्रेम का बंधन, फिर वो आपका प्रेम का बंधन मिल जाएगा। जो गोपियों का बंधन जो कृष्ण के लिए एक था ना, उनके बंधन से कभी मुक्त ही नहीं हो पाए। गोपियों के बंधन से
मुक्त कर देना चाहिए,
मुक्त कर दो।
हमारे प्रेम बंधन से उनको मुक्त कर देना चाहिए।
उनको मुक्त कर दो, लेट गो।
संगीता जी,
I would like to add here कि जो ऋषि जी जो कार्य कर रहे थे, why can't we take it forward? His vision also we can take it forward, no? So you join it in that sense, and you will be filled with his energy. That is what I am feeling. Yesterday I shared with Divya also. I said, why are you feeling so sad? Jo bhi likhta hai, we are shocked and in sorrow, we are shocked and in sorrow. So that line only it's going on with everybody, with all the messages. But why not to take it, his energy is still there, no? He's just divine energy now. So why don't you become his instrument and take his work ahead? What he was doing, we can also do it. No? Just as we are with Gurudev's, he was with Gurudev's vision only, right? We are also with Gurudev's vision. So we are one with him. So be again, you be that oneness, na? Why division? Two-ness kaiko, फिर duality kaiko. Be in that oneness. And you see the energy you feel then. I can feel that. This is what I am feeling. So I'm sharing it with you. That Parashakti, that only it is coming down, that is giving you that energy to spread this knowledge everywhere in the whole world. You can be that. Yeah. So it's all again mind. We are just one with him. I can feel that. It's from so many years we have been together.
Yes.
I feel all of us, all these souls, we are together only, moving in this journey. And you see, we know each other, we can relate to each other so well. Just looking at you, it's just relating to you. Isn't it that connection with Gurudev, with everyone, Kashi Bhaiya, you see, there's nothing to connect also. We are so connected with everybody, such oneness is already there. You see that. Yeah, if your eyes is on that oneness, so the dwellness will disappear. That is the mind again.
उसका स्टेशन पहले आ गया, उनका स्टेशन वो पहले उतार गए. हम लोग को सब एक एक करके उतारना है स्टेशन से, ट्रेन से.
I am very blessed, Sangeeta ji and Someshwar Bhaiya. I have joined this group and always feel that we are one family. कुछ भी होता है तो सोमेश्वर भैया को मैसेज कर देती हूँ, भैया हम ब्लेसिंग दीजिए. थैंक यू संगीता जी, सोमेश्वर भैया.
फैमिली है तो वन वर्ड फैमिली तो है, नो डाउट अबाउट. कहना चाहते
भैया, नमस्ते भैया, प्रणाम भैया. मैं एक बात बोलना चाह रही थी यहाँ सबको कि आज ही जैसे एक उनका गाना था जो उन्होंने लगभग 11 महीने पहले. बेटा आप लोग थोड़ी देर बाहर देखो ना भैया. वो ना थोड़ी देर मैंने शाम को एक उनका वीडियो मैं देख रही थी कि उसमें वो गाना था उनका, ओरे ताल मेरे नदी के तल पे वाला गाना, जल में. उसमें उन्होंने पहले यही बोला है कि हम लोग आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग फैकल्टी में, फैमिली में जो लोग आ रहे हैं, कैसे सबके मन की बात कैसे न कैसे लोग कनेक्टेड होते हैं और ऐसे लगता है कि आपके सॉल्यूशन निकल जा रहे हैं. किसी ने पहली बारी हम मिले हैं और उनके बाद से कोई आपकी जो समस्या है उसका हल निकल गया और हम कैसे ना कैसे कनेक्टेड हैं. और ये अभी कुछ 11 महीने पहले का ही है, तो ऐसे लगा अभी, इसलिए मुझसे नहीं रहा गया भैया कि ये बात मैं शेयर करूं. जैसे और अभी जो आप अभी योग वशिष्ठ में जो अभी पढ़ रहे थे, बता रहे थे हम लोगों को कि जो राम जी को कह रहे हैं कि ये लोग तुम पे डाउट करेंगे, तुम्हारे इस पे, क्योंकि जो चीजें तुमने देखी नहीं, लोगों ने देखी नहीं है, उस पे लोग डाउट करते हैं. और ये चीज तो मेरे होता ही है, हम सभी के साथ होता है, और स्पेशली जो आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में आते हैं उनके साथ तो होता ही है. हम सभी ने कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा फील किया है. तो और भैया एक चीज और था, मुझे इस चीज का होता है गिल्ट कि जैसे मैं रहती भी हूँ ना तो मैं प्रॉपर चीजें सुन नहीं पाती, शोर शराबे के कारण. जहाँ पे भी जाती हूँ बच्चे आ जाते हैं, कुछ भी. अभी सिंसिया सीकर भी मैं इतना अच्छा मुझे लग रहा था कि कुछ बहुत अच्छा भोला आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है, वो टॉपिक मैं सुन नहीं पाई भैया, सॉरी. तो थोड़ा लगता है, गिल्ट लगता है उसमें. वो टॉपिक क्या था भैया?
हाँ माधुरी जी, कोई बात नहीं. सारे जो अपने सारे के सारे जो सत्र है वो ऑनलाइन रिकॉर्डेड है, तो जब भी आपको समय मिले, थोड़ा समय मिले, तो आप जाके उसको फिर से देख सकते हैं. आज के टॉपिक के बारे में, हवाई में जो गुरुदेव ने वहां पे वक्त बिताया, गुरुदेव उस बारे में बताया. तो बच्चे जो भी आप अपने जीवन में कुछ करते हो, साधना हो, योग सुनना हो, तो क्या आप उसको क्वालिटी टाइम दे रहे हो या टाइम पास की तरह ले रहे हो?
टाइम पास तो नहीं कर रही. मैं कोशिश कर, मैं अपने आप को बार बार यही याद दिलाती हूँ कि नहीं, तुम्हें ध्यान देना है, जितना हो सके तुम ध्यान दो, इस चीज को सीखो, लर्न करो और इम्प्लीमेंट करो अपनी लाइफ में. मैं अपने आप को यही कोशिश करती हूँ भैया.
बिल्कुल जरूर। एक्चुअली
और साधना भी मैं कंटिन्यू कर रही हूँ, और यही है कि थोड़ा अप डाउन हो जाता है, सेम टाइम पे नहीं हो पाता है, बट करना है तो करना है। इतना है कि कैसे भी खुद में कल को गिल्ट नहीं हो कि अच्छा तुमने, होता है ना वो गिल्ट फैक्टर से बस निकलना है। उसके बाद तो कुछ और नहीं हो पाता गिल्ट के कारण ना, कि तुमको ठीक से बोलना नहीं आता है, तुमको थोड़ा सा हेजिटेशन होता है। अभी जो मैम बता रहे थे कि ये उसमें डुअलिटी में नहीं रहना है, तो वहां पे डुअलिटी कभी कभी फीलिंग होती है, बट क्योंकि हेजिटेशन है, क्योंकि ठीक से आपको लगता है कि आप ठीक से कन्वे नहीं कर पा रहे हो जो आप बोलना चाह रहे हो, और कहीं कुछ मैसेज ही रॉन्ग ना चला जाए जो आप बोलना चाह रहे हो, तो बहुत सी चीजें हो जाती है भैया।
हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। आपने जो प्रश्न यहाँ पे पूछा कि गुरुदेव ने आज इस नॉलेज सत्र में क्या बताया, तो गुरुदेव ने यही बताया था कि अपने जीवन में जो कुछ भी आप करो, इट इज नॉट पर्टेनिंग टू माधुरी जी हियर, इट इज पर्टेनिंग टू एवरीबडी। किसी के साथ भी जो भी अपने जीवन में आप करते हो, तो बोलते कि उसको देने के लिए क्या आप उतना क्वालिटी टाइम उसको देते हो क्या? फिर वो कुछ भी हो, पढ़ाई हो, पूजा हो, खाना बनाना हो, ऑफिस के काम हो, योग वाशिष्ठ के सत्र सुनने हो, अपनी साधना करनी हो, कुछ भी, यदि आप उसको वो क्वालिटी टाइम, वो प्रायोरिटी नहीं देती हो तो बात नहीं बनती। यदि आप उसको क्वालिटी टाइम देते हो तो बात बन जाती है। यही टॉपिक था आज का। तो जो कुछ भी आपको करना है अपने जीवन में, अपना 100% दो, अपना क्वालिटी टाइम उसको दो। क्वालिटी टाइम दोगे तो आपके प्रेयर भी आंसर हो जाएंगे, आपके जो सारे कार्य भी वो भी सिद्ध हो जाएंगे, आपको जो प्राप्त करना है वो भी प्राप्त हो जाएगा। तो वो क्वालिटी टाइम आप दो उसको, ऐसे नहीं कि वो नहीं। अच्छा, ये जो भी आप यहाँ पे कर रहे हो, आपके प्रोबेबली बच्चे आपको ये दे रहे, इट डजंट मीन दैट यू आर नॉट गिविंग क्वालिटी टाइम। वो है, बच्चे, उनका नेचर है, वो दंगा मस्ती करेंगे, बट यदि आप बहुत कमिटेड हो यहाँ पे, तो जो आपको मिलना है आपको प्राप्त हो जाएगा। और इसका सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल मैं बताऊं आपको, मेरी मम्मी यहाँ पे बैठी है, ये सत्र इंग्लिश में चलते हैं, शी डजंट अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश। डू यू नो दैट शी डजंट अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश? नहीं जानती, इंग्लिश नहीं जानती है मम्मी, बट वो उतने कमिटमेंट से यहाँ पे बैठती है ना, तो आई एम डैम श्योर कि जिनको जो मिलना है वो मिलता है। इट्स, देखो हम लोग क्या समझते हैं पता है क्या, हम लोग जो मिलना है वो समझ रहे हैं कि शब्द सुनाई देंगे, उसमें से मेरे को बुद्धि के लेवल पे समझ में आएगा, उसके बाद में मुझे मिलेगा। ऐसा नहीं है। पतंजलि योग सूत्र की शुरुआत कैसे होती है पता है? आई विल लिसन टू पतंजलि। वो महर्षि पतंजलि इधर बैठे रहते हैं, बीच में पढ़ना रहता है, सामने वाले उनके जो साधक वो बैठे रहते हैं, यहाँ पे एक शब्द नहीं बोलते, उनको जो मिलना है मिल जाता है। यही से शुरुआत होती है, राइट? सो आपको जो मिलना है ना वो आपके शब्द के ऊपर है। वो ऐसे श्रद्धा नहीं होगी ना, तो वो सामने तो पत्थर रहता है ना, वो पत्थर में भगवान कहाँ से आ जाता है फिर आपके लिए? वो गणपति की मूर्ति लाते हैं तो बनाने वाले तो क्या मिट्टी की मूर्ति बनाई है, बट आप उसको इतने प्रेम से लाते हो, आदर भाव से प्राण प्रतिष्ठा करते हो, तो भगवान बन जाते हैं ना आपके लिए, फिर उसकी पूजा करते हो आप। वो क्वालिटी टाइम देना वो बात है। टाइम माने सिर्फ टाइम की बात नहीं है, अंदर से वो श्रद्धा है ना, तो वो तो देखो ना, संत तुकाराम देखो, या अपना गोरा कुंभार देखो, संत ज्ञानेश्वर देखो ना, इनके जीवन में वो अपना जो पॉटरी जो है ना, ही वाज अ पॉटर, जो संत कुंभार थे वो एक पॉटर थे। वो पॉटर में वो अपना वो मिट्टी के ऊपर पैर रखते रखते ही वो पांडुरंग करते रहते। गिविंग क्वालिटी टाइम मीन्स व्हाट? अंदर से पूरी श्रद्धा, वो पूरी श्रद्धा आ जाएगी अंदर से। आप वो सब्जी काटते काटते, बच्चे पूरा दंगा मस्ती कर रहे हैं, आपको जो मिलना है मिल जाएगा, आपको श्रद्धा के ऊपर है। तो ऐसे कई सारे उदाहरण है, और जो आज वशिष्ठ मुनि बताया ना कि एक नहीं है, वो राजा जनक भी ऐसे थे, कंदर भी ऐसे थे, वो कुंडुम भी ऐसे थे। वो जाति का भी कुछ लेना देना नहीं है, इट इज नॉट एनी पर्टिकुलर कास्ट, और वो भी नहीं बोलते कुछ नहीं, एनीबडी, राक्षस हो कुछ भी हो, बोलते सबको मिला आत्मज्ञान। क्यों मिला? उनके पुरुषार्थ से, अपने स्व प्रयत्न से मिला। तो वही टॉपिक था आज का, कि आपने प्रयत्न जहाँ पे लगाओ, अपने प्रयत्न ऐसे लगाओ कि गिव इट अ क्वालिटी टाइम, तो फिर वो आपको ये कहने की नौबत नहीं आएगी कि नहीं हुआ। ये था आज का ज्ञान।
भैया मेरे पिताजी बोलते थे जब भी कोई मंत्र उच्चारण करो, कभी वेद गीता ऐसे पढ़ो तो जोर जोर से पढ़ो, क्योंकि आसपास के कीड़ा मकोड़े जितने हैं ना, इसका सबको ये मुक्ति मिलती है, सबको कुछ ना कुछ है, तो ये लोग सुनते ही रहते हैं। आस पास का वातावरण का जितने सब कुछ है सब सुनते हैं, इसलिए जोर जोर से मंत्र उच्चारण करो।
और शब्दों से या मंत्रों से होगा या नहीं होगा, बट उनका भाव ऐसा होगा तो उस भाव से जरूर हो जाएगा।
होगा,
उनका भाव ऐसा रहेगा कि ऐसे करने से वो हो जाएगा, तो फिर वो जरूर परिवर्तित हो जाएगा,
जरूर मुक्त हो जाएगा।
हाँ, सिद्धों के वचन आपके भावना में, आपके भाव में, आपके भक्ति में इतनी ताकत है, तो सारी चीजें, ज्ञान शब्द तो जरा ठीक है चल रहे आते हैं जाते हैं, सबका सब बुद्धि समान तो नहीं है ना।
हमारा भारत इसीलिए तो महान है कि ज्ञान यहीं से जाता है।
हाँ,
जितने सारे देश है सबसे मेरा ज्ञान ही है, मेरा देश ज्ञान का भंडार है।
हम लोग कितने भाग्यशाली हैं कि यहाँ पे कितने संत महात्मा हुए हैं, और कितना हम लोग, और इतने बड़े बड़े भक्ति के इतने उदाहरण मिलते हैं कि हमें कितना एक हिम्मत मिलता है कि हाँ एक है, ऐसा है, हम भी इस मार्ग पे चल सकते हैं, ऐसा कितना उदाहरण है। और हम लोग बहुत भाग्यशाली हैं सच्ची, इस धरती पे जन्म लेना आसान नहीं है, बहुत भाग्यशाली मुझे ऐसा लगता है। और मैंने भैया एक चीज और मैं आपको अभी बोलना चाह रही थी, थोड़ा अजीब सा है कि तो खैर रिकॉर्डेड है। उस दिन जब मैं फर्स्ट टाइम आपसे मिली थी तो मैं बहुत रो रही थी, तब मेरी दोनों बेटियां साथ में थी, तो मेरी बेटी हमेशा मुझे बोलती है, अच्छा आप तो अपने भैया से बात कर रहे हो ना, चाहे मैं म्यूटेड हूँ, आप ही बोल रहे हो। अच्छा देखिए आप तो गुरु जी का सुनते हो, वो सुनते रहे, क्योंकि गुरु जी का कुछ ना कुछ चलाती रहती हूँ, सारा दिन मन नहीं लगता है, क्या करूं, तो कभी कुछ, और फिर लगता है कि अच्छा आंसर्स मिल रहे हैं मेरे, जो भी अभी मुझे कुछ नॉलेज मिल रहा है आगे कैसे, और आपका सुनती हूँ तो लगता है अच्छा आप तो भैया से बात कर रहे हो ना, अभी भी आई तो आप तो अपने भैया से बात कर रहे हो ना, तो थोड़ा वो सॉरी अगर आपको आवाज, तो मैंने वही कहा कि कैसे वो रो रही, मैं उस फर्स्ट टाइम, क्योंकि उसने देखा ना कि मैं रोते हुए आपसे मिली और आपसे बात हुआ उस दिन, तो तब से यही सब उसके दिमाग में बच्चों के। थैंक यू भैया, इतना आप लोग बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। मॉर्निंग के सेशन में भी कुछ नहीं बोलती हूँ, सुनते सुनते बस अभी भी सारे इतने एक्सपीरियंस नॉलेज लोगों से अपना, और वही मुझे लगता है कि कैसे गुरुजी ने मिला दिया बस कहीं, बस थैंक यू भैया, जय गुरुदेव, प्रणाम आंटी, घर देखो,
जय गुरुदेव माधुरी जी। माधुरी जी आज के सत्र को हम लोग यहीं पे समापन करते हैं। जय गुरुदेव।
जय